Alright, if you get like me and this gets way too... Welcome back to the channel, guys. Thanks for swinging by. Today we're going to be mounting the splitter over here. We're going to be mounting the splitter to the chassis of the car. If you've already got the splitter mounted on your bumper, you're already steps ahead. If not, check out the last video of how to mount the splitter to the bumper. I mounted it to the lip, to the bumper, to the chassis, to the, all sorts of... We're mounting it everywhere. Splitter's mounted everywhere. So, we're going to get the car pulled up on some ramps and start mounting this thing to the car. Just ran to O'Reilly's, grabbed the bolts that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using some M8 125 by 80 millimeters with some of these big boy washers. And then I'm going to take it a step further. I've got some excess sheet metal here in my garage. So I'm going to be cutting up the sheet metal to make some brackets. So we're going to get this cut and get it thrown on the car, and I'll show you the mounting position of where I put this after I get it cut. Alright, so now that we've got our brackets made, I'm going to get them ground down on the bench grinder to get all the sharp edges off, then drill some holes through and we'll get them lined up. Alright guys, whenever you're working with metal, make sure you have the appropriate PPE as well. Like, this stuff's no joke to get like in your eyes, skin, anywhere. So I'm using safety glasses and gloves. I also have a small thing of water to cool down the metal after I heat it up. So we're going to get to grinding. Alright, we got one bracket cleaned up, so no more sharp edges on this, so I'm not going to get cut by this, and anyone else working on the car in the future, if they ever do, is going to get cut by these. So, one more to do, then we'll drill the holes and get them painted. We got both of our brackets cut and cleaned up now, so now we're going to get these lined up on the bottom of the car and get the first hole drilled, and then we'll measure out where the second one goes, get that drilled, and then we'll get these painted. So we're gonna hop under the car and I'm gonna show you where I'm mounting these brackets so you get somewhat of an idea. So let's crawl under this big berth. I got the car up on ramps right now, so we have a little bit of room. Coming in, location wise, here's your oil pan. This is the end of the splitter. This is your steering rack subframe brace that connects to the subframe of the car. So we're gonna take this, we're gonna drill a hole here and then run it up to the bolt over here on the subframe on each side. And then that'll hold the back end of the splitter up. We're also going to do some more holes up here near the front that connect to the front of these subframes. So we're going to get these drilled up and then painted and then move up to the front of the car. Alright guys, so I went ahead, I made one of the brackets. We're going to replicate that bracket with this one. So what we did on this one is we ground down, oh my gosh, this lighting blows. We ground down these edges right here down to, I don't know, 20 degrees. We drilled a pilot hole up here, upped it, and then smoothed everything out. On the other side, we did a 45, it's more like a 30-degree bend. It's not the best. I don't have a metal bender here, so this is by hand, but it works. And then I did the same thing for this hole up here. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna replicate this bracket with the one that we've just smoothed out and cut. So we're gonna get going on this. So before we start drilling, cutting, doing anything like that to this first bracket, we're gonna go under the car and we're gonna measure where we need to bend on this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through, take the reference point of where the hole is on both sides, and then mark with a Sharpie where I need to bend. So I'm gonna run down there, do that real quick, and I'll give you guys the measurements if you wanna follow this. Our bend line is gonna be 35 millimeters away from this. The way that I've been bending these, so I've been using a pair of needle nose pliers, putting it on my bend line on the bracket, putting it on the ground, and then just using my hand to just bend it up. So if that bend is too much, I can go ahead and take a hammer, flatten it out a little bit. So we're gonna grab the other bracket and measure it up and see if they align. Alright, so as you can see here, these brackets do not align. There's way too much bend on the one that I just did. So I'm gonna take this hammer and flatten that out a little bit on my handy dandy stool workbench. We've got the same alignment on both of our brackets here. So they both bend the same amount. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and mark where we need to drill these holes in this new one from under the car. So I'm using the first bracket that I made. I went through and I marked on here where we need to drill, cut, and trim. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drill these starter holes on these, and then we're gonna work them up to the hole size that we have on this one. So we're gonna go ahead and start drilling these holes. I'm using a 9/32 to start these holes. You can use whatever. I'm gonna work it up slowly. Whenever you're working with metal, you wanna be careful not to start shooting things everywhere. And whenever you are drilling holes in metal, make sure you have some sort of grease to lube up the bit tip, so that way you don't get a whole bunch of friction when going through drilling. All right, if you get like me and this gets way too, fuck, damn it. If you're like me and this gets way too hot, go ahead and pour some water on it. That sucked. That was hot. All right, so yeah, like I said, if it gets too hot, pour some water on it. Metal's unforgiving. It don't feel good when it burns you. So we're gonna keep going up in bit size here. I'm gonna step outside and rinse this off with some water because this thing is hot and dirty now. We're gonna clean the bracket up, we're gonna deburr these holes and trim off the areas that we need to. So we're under the car right now. I got the flashlight pointing up here so you guys can kind of see. But right here is where the bracket is that we made. We're gonna go through and install the other one. But this is just to hold up the splitter for me so I can get through here. But here we've got the subframe brace that holds the power steering rack. We're using one of the bolts from that support. And then we drilled a hole up here in the splitter that'll hold this brace up. And then we're also gonna do 2 more holes up here once we get these in. So I'm gonna run through and do this back portion so we can get up to the front. We can get it lined up and we're gonna run the bolt through that first hole that we drilled. So I'm using the factory bolt. The bracket's gonna be on the bottom side with the bolt. We're gonna just kind of thread that up through right now. We're not gonna line anything up. Now we can see where the bracket lands on the splitter. So we're gonna go ahead, take our drill and drill our first hole. Be careful when you're drilling up through here so you don't drill into the oil pan or anything else. With that hole drilled, we're gonna go ahead and stick our bolt up through our bracket and through the splitter and then put our bolt on the back side. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get this guy tightened down right here. And then both of these. I've already got this one tightened down, so I'm gonna go ahead and tighten down this 14 and then I use 2 12mm up here. Oh shit, dude, that's just strong. But we're not done yet. We got 2 more bolts up here that we're gonna end up drilling. That's why we got those 80mm studs. So I'm gonna grab those. So we're ready to put these front bolts in. So you're gonna wanna locate, there's 2 factory mounting points down here for the bumper to mount to. We don't use those anymore. So we're gonna go ahead and drill a hole about right here. Let's see the hole. All right, so we are just about where we wanna be. So we're gonna step it up with the step bit. We're gonna ream this guy up nice and big like. I'm gonna put my safety glasses back on so I don't get any carbon fiber dust in my eyes. All right, there it is. We are in line. We're gonna go ahead and throw a washer on the other side of this guy. This bolt. This bolt's gonna help hold this in place in case anything happens. Get in your home. Now that we've got the bolt going in, we have it threaded into the subframe up here, so we're gonna go ahead and tighten this guy down and tighten on the bolt on the top side to hold it in place. So with that mounted down, we're gonna hop out, we're gonna pull the car off of the ramps and take a look at how this guy looks. This thing is actually very solid, not going anywhere. Now that we've got the splitter mounted on the car to the chassis, everything's bolted up, good to go, we're gonna go ahead and pull it out of the garage and take a look at it outside of this small little shop. I am ecstatic with the way this thing looks. I think it looks fantastic. Air it out to the extent of what I can. I mean, obviously if it was on the ground it'd look better, but for what we can do, I love it. It's functional, it looks good. It's functional and it looks good. That's all we got for mounting the splitter to the chassis. If you guys have any questions or comments, any of the hardware process that I use going through to make these brackets or locate these holes, drop them down in the comments. I'd love to answer, get some feedback from you guys. And if you guys like what we do, keep watching. I told you, everything's DIY. I got sheet metal in my garage. I'm gonna cut it, I'm gonna grind it, we're gonna drill it, we're gonna make things work even if I don't have the right tools. So once again, another shout out to Brian at Team Mod Garage for hooking it up with the splitter. If you guys need any parts, he's your man. He does fantastic pricing on everything you're gonna be looking for. So once again, thanks for stopping by. Peace out.